The Stars on Ice holiday tour will get going in beginning of December here, and I'm lucky enough to be joined by one of the most famous Canadian figure skaters, Keegan Messing. Keegan, thank you for joining me.
Hey, how's it going?
I want to ask you a couple questions about your career first, and then we'll get into the Stars on Ice tour. What does it take for a kid from Anchorage, Alaska, to get into figure skating, and what hooked you?
I was born in Girdwood, Alaska, which is 30 miles south of Anchorage, a little town, 2,000 people. It's a little resort town. So the fact that we don't even have a rink in Girdwood, and we have the ski resort that's only 3 minutes away from the house, to get into figure skating was that much more of a crazy event because my dad was hooked on skiing. I'm actually hooked on skiing. I skied before I skated. But Elvis Stoico was actually the guy who got me into figure skating. And I was 3 years old. My mom had checked out the 1992 Winter Olympics from the library on VHS and was watching it on TV. And I was just hooked. And I saw Elvis Stoico skate, and it was game over from there. I was like, I needed to skate. That's all that was on my mind.
You bring up Elvis. He was a big influence for you, getting into figure skating. How cool is it to now get to work with him on Stars on Ice?
It was honestly one of the biggest dreams come true. And honestly, him joined with Kurt Browning for my first Stars on Ice was just great. And like I said, Elvis got me into the sport. His power, his just raw emotion out there is what hooked me onto the sport. And then watching Kurt Browning, his feet, his showmanship, like just ingrained into me, like how I wanted to skate and like who I kind of wanted to be. And then for my first Stars on Ice a few years ago, to have both of them there to skate was just fantastic. I couldn't I couldn't really like it. Even now, it's like I'm at a loss for words. It's like
Still pretty starstruck, eh?
it really is, and to kind of meet your heroes and like there's people who say like, oh, never meet your heroes. These guys are heroes you want to meet. They're genuine people and just all around great guys. So to continue to meet with them, to be able to call them friend now is just amazing.
So your career, very successful career. You've been to a couple Olympics and a two-time defending national or Canadian champion. What were some of the more memorable experiences in your skating career?
The one that like stands out most to me was back in Pyeongchang for the short program and coming out of those doors through the curtain and having the stadium lights hit you and looking up at the rings and finally feeling like I made it. This is like I think it was 20 gosh, how I don't even know, like 24 years of skating before I got to go to an Olympics, and it was like just such an awestruck moment. Like I almost I almost broke into tears before I got on the ice, and I had to like shut down the emotion and be like, no, you're not at the Olympics. You just had another competition. Like close it off. Like
Yeah.
feel the emotions later.
Now we'll transition to the Stars on Ice. What is this event to you?
Gosh, to me, it's the biggest show that I could do. And then having Kurt Browning and Elvis Stoico still doing it when I got the chance to do it was that much bigger. I've always had a connection to the audience when I've skated, and more so when I've done shows. I've always loved the show skating aspect of skating, and then to be a part of Stars on Ice has just been, gosh, it's a second dream come true. It's what I've always wanted to do.
What can we expect from this year's edition of Stars on Ice?
You've got all these amazing names across the world. You've got Alaj Boladay, who's going to be backflipping. I'm going to be backflipping. Then you got, gosh, Sensation, Elvis Stoico, Kirsten and Mike, Caitlin and Andrew. It's just fantastic event. We're really pulling family into everything. and it's it's such an incredible show.
Keegan, thanks a lot for taking the time to do this. Really, really, really appreciate it ahead of what's going to be a very busy month for you, and we really look forward to seeing you December 3rd at the Rath Eastlink Community Centre.